Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peter Likes Books. And today is a book review. I wanted to get this book review done and out before Reading Rush starts on Sunday. I am so excited. I'm literally like counting down the hours. I kind of am, honestly. I talked about it for a long time on my vlog, so if you don't know, I have a vlog channel. I vlog every single night for like an hour. And last night I went in and I talked all about Reading Rush. I talked about my TBR. I talked about my past two booktubeathons, which it used to be booktubeathon, now it's Reading Rush, and how excited I am for it to start on Sunday. But I want to go into it with like a clean slate. Like I don't want to have any other books waiting to, you know, that I have to finish when I get done with it, that kind of thing. Because usually every year I'm reading like 2 or 3 books at the same time, and I want to have all of my books done when I go into Reading Rush on Sunday, so that when I come out of Reading Rush, I am fresh and ready to read something new, if that makes sense. Okay. Or if Reading Rush carries over and I don't finish some of those books, which obviously I probably won't finish all 7 of them, fingers crossed, but I never have before, and I don't know what the best I've done on any readathon is. I think maybe the first year I read 3 or 4 books, I think, was the best I've done. But today is a book review, and I am going to be reviewing the book WAYWARD by Blake Crouch. It is the second book in the Pine series. The reason why I am reviewing it is because last year I really tried to make a committed effort to reviewing every book that I read in 2018, and I'm trying to do the same thing in 2019. Listen, I know that book reviews aren't super interesting for many people, especially because I do spoiler-free book reviews. But the one thing I will tell you is, if I come on here and I'm like extremely excited about a book, that means you should probably go get it if you have similar reading taste to me. If I say, no, I hated this book, whatever. You know, super honest over here about my reading reviews. And I think, like, the reason I choose to do them is also because as a writer, it was nice to see other people's reviews of my book, you know, when it came out. And in the future, when my other books come out, I'd like to see other reviews as well. And so I try to do it, not that Blake Crouch is sitting there watching my video. Blake, if you're watching my video, could you contact me so I could get your next book for free, please? Anyway, I love all this stuff. And this is kind of how I went down the rabbit hole of Blake Crouch this year. Was I read Recursion because I had read Dark Matter a couple years ago. I'd actually watched a TV show, Wayward Pines, which is based on his Pine series before that. So now I'm going in and I'm trying to read all of the books by Blake Crouch, and I haven't been disappointed yet. I haven't. But you know, I think it's nice to review a book. You don't have to do all of them, but a book that you really enjoy. Maybe, you know, doing a book review for the author or for other people and whatever. But I know people don't love the book reviews, and they're not my favorite things to do either. I like to do the hauls, and I like to do tags, and those are the fun videos to do, right? I mean, really what you should do is you should do exactly what you want to do on your BookTube channel. I just got a message today from somebody, and they said, I want to start a BookTube channel, what would you suggest? And I haven't got a chance to message them, but if they're watching this video, I suggest starting it right away and doing exactly what you want to do while you're on here. It's really enjoyable. It's fun to interact with people. And it's a great way to make new friends, try new things, try new books, try new genres. That has been one of the greatest things for me, is trying new genres of books that I wouldn't have normally expected that I thought that I would like. For example, science fiction, which is what, you know, Blake Crouch is considered to some degree. And I never would have thought that I really liked science fiction. And I kind of thought, to be in all honesty, that I was kind of too dumb to get it, you know? And he really speaks in layman's terms in his books, which is why he's science fiction for somebody that it isn't super, I was gonna take my hat off, but my hair doesn't look that great. Super, you know, intellectual when it comes to science and things like that. So they're really enjoyable reads for me. And they're also character studies, which I really enjoy. But you know, that would be what I would recommend. There's very little judgment, I find, on BookTube. I mean, there's some. Well, I see it, okay? I see it over there. But, you know, there's not tons. And so, do what you want. Do what makes you happy. And just because I do book reviews doesn't mean that I expect anybody else to do them, you know? And I see other people that do them, and sometimes I watch them, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't want a book spoiled, you know? Sometimes I'll read a book, and then I'll go to somebody that's done a spoiler review just to see what their opinion is. Sometimes I agree, and sometimes I don't. And that is what is so fantastic, I think, about BookTube. Bookstagram, you know, book bloggers, whatever, is that we read what we want to read, we don't defend it, we like what we like, we don't defend it, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to, it's reading, and you know, when you get right down to it, it is that, you know, it is reading, and it is this basis of enjoyment that has been part of my life from, you know, as young as I can really remember, honestly, being read to and then reading myself. Okay, so let me get in and do this review. And the book is Wayward. Here is the cover by Blake Crouch. It is number 2 in the Wayward Pines series. This was they made it into a TV show with Matt Damon. Not Matt Damon. I always say that in all my videos. I say Matt Damon, but what's his name? Oh shoot! Now I can't think. Oh shoot. Anyway, Matt Dillon, was that who it was? Is that an actor too? Anyway, I have to look it up now while I'm filming this video. I don't edit my videos, so Wayward Pines cast. Here we'll look at. I think it's Matt Dillon. Matt Dillon was very good. Okay, Matt Dillon was in it. Oh my God! And Carla Gugino or whatever that was in Spy Kids. But for me, you know how I learned about her? She plays Kate in the books. But anyway, or in the movie. I found her from Season of Miracles, which is like probably it's my second favorite Christmas movie next to Smoky Mountain Christmas with Dolly Parton. But anyway, Matt Dillon. He plays the main part of Ethan Burke in these books. So now I just got out of Goodreads, and it made me, right now, I have 39 friend requests on Goodreads. So I'm gonna go in there and accept all those. I accept all of my, friend requests on Goodreads. I love Goodreads so much. It's such a nice place, isn't it? I mean, compared to the rest of the world of social media, it's so friendly over there. Okay, let's go in here and I'll give a little shout out to somebody that's in my, I'll see what they're reading. Hold on a second. Steph, she used to watch my videos. She is reading Restless Spirit, or she wants to read it. Status update, she wants to read it. She's actually giving, she said, I'm so productive today. This is what I love about Goodreads, it's so friendly. Oh, she also wants to read Girls of Paper and Fire, so do I. There's so many good books on here that I learn about all the time. So anyway, let's see, I could sit there and just look for hours. Okay, but the Wayward Pines, here is the cover of Wayward Pines. Let me read to you. It'll come up when I am actually reading it. It's kind of slow. Now, I gave it 4 stars, and the reason why is because it didn't have any profound moments on it. It wasn't the most amazing book in the entire world, but it was a really great second book in the series, especially the end of it. It made me really want to read the third one. The thing is, I just started Zodiac, which is the book of the month for Peter's Book Club. If you want to know the huge book club announcement, go check out that video I posted the other day. It's a huge announcement. Big changes in the book club. And, but I finished Wayward so that I could start Zodiac, so I could have Zodiac done by Sunday when I go into Reading Rush. So here it is, Wayward. And here is the description. Welcome to Wayward Pines, population 461. Nestled amidst picture-perfect mountains, the idyllic town is a modern-day Eden, except for the electrified fence and razor wire, sniper scoping everything 24/7, and the relentless surveillance tracking each word and gesture. None of the residents know how they got here. They are told where to work, how to live, and who to marry. Some believe they are dead. Others think they're trapped in an unfathomable experiment. Everyone secretly dreams of leaving, but those who dare face a terrifying surprise. Ethan Burke has seen the world beyond. He's sheriff and one of the few who knows the truth. Wayward Pines isn't just a town, and what lies on the other side of the fence is a nightmare beyond anyone's imagining. Now, if you've read the first one, what I will tell you is that it goes right into the second one. It almost kind of reads like one huge book, and the third one leaves you with a cliffhanger, or the second one leaves you with a cliffhanger, so I know that the third one's gonna do the same thing. It's very scary. It reminds me a bit of, and I think I said this in my first review of the first book, it reminds me a bit of The Lottery by Shirley Jackson, if you ever read that book. Or maybe I was talking about it in a vlog. There's also a short story that I read at the same time that I read Shirley Jackson's The Lottery. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? The stoning in the town square. It's very similar to that in the idea of, and I don't want to ruin too much of it for you, but this like perfect town, and keeping this perfect town, but there has to be sacrifices, so to speak, right? The mystery about this is though that nobody knows why they're there. So the mystery is why they're there. Like, why does this idyllic town exist, you know? And you find that out in the first book, so I don't want to ruin it for you if you haven't read it. But I can remember watching it in the TV show, and it was like the 4th or 5th episode, and I was getting kind of bored of the TV show, and then what you find out at the end of book 1 happens on the TV show, and I was like, okay, this just totally took a turn. Now I'm really invested in it. It's a huge mystery, and it's where Blake Crouch is such a creative genius when it comes to writing, that he thinks things that I don't know that most people would think through. It does feel to me, though, that he has taken bits of creative liberty with other people's ideas. For example, Shirley Jackson's The Lottery. There's also another short story that I was just going to mention that I can't remember what it's called, but I read it like in high school or college, and it was about, do you remember they kept if somebody knows what the short story is, would you please let me know in the comment section below. It's like they kept somebody in the basement of a house, and then everybody would go to that house and they would like beat that person with a stick or something. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, but like the whole town was like this utopian society except for this person that they kept. I think it might have even been like a kid or something. They kept in this basement. Do you remember that? Okay, am I crazy? Did I really read this story somewhere, or did we just talk about it, or was it an idea? I feel like I read that at the same time that I read The Lottery. It's very that vibe, like, and people don't really know why they're there, but it's like this utopian society, and they don't have to worry about anything, and it's Victorian houses, of course. I mean, if you're gonna live in a perfect town, why wouldn't you want Victorian houses with flower beds? I mean, that's my idea of dreamland. No, but it is, it's very, very nice, you know, and so anyway, I just don't want to say too much, but I will say this. If you're looking for a good, quick series to read, it's quick, it's fun. In some ways, what I really love about Diana Rowland's My Life as a White Trash Zombie series is what I also love about the Pine series by Blake Crouch. That they are very, very easy to read. They're easy thrillers that have a science fiction kind of element to it that you wouldn't, like hers have, you know, a horror, obviously, because it's about zombies. But a science fiction element to it that you don't expect, and you don't really need to know that much about science to understand it. That being said, if you're going to read a Blake Crouch book, I would first recommend Dark Matter, then Recursion, although they are both equally as fantastic, and then I would go in and read the Pine series. He also has like 4 or 5 other standalones that I'm going to read when I get done with these, so, and they're all on Audible as well, and they're all like on thrift books and those places because I've looked, but they're really good. So I gave it a 4-star. I probably would give it a 91%. It wasn't as good to me as the first one, but the ending was better than the first one. So I'm excited about the third one. I'm kind of sad for it to end, but I want to know the answers, you know what I mean? Anyway, if you've read these books, let me know in the comment section below. And if you know what that short story is, please let me know. And are you doing Reading Rush? Are you participating? Are you excited? Did you get all your coffee drinks ready? I usually do that video. Well, maybe I just did the first year, like getting ready for Booktubeathon. So maybe I'll do that this year. It's like, what coffee drinks am I buying? And get a new mug and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, let me know in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.